All right, here we go.
Okay, Sparky.
The board went further than it normally does.
It seemed to, didn't it?
Didn't it? Like from the time it left the planer
Yeah.
to the time it hit the floor was longer than normal.
Yeah, it had a longer
Which
stretch.
is the same drop you play all the time, but it sounded different. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is what makes Energy Star appliances.
Oh, good topic. I like this one.
So Energy Star program was established by the EPA in 1992 under the authority of the Clean Air Act.
Uh-huh.
So since 1992, the Energy Star and its partners have saved American families $450 billion in energy costs.
Wow.
And it probably cost all about the same to manage it. In 2016 alone, Energy Star helped save Americans over $30 billion in energy costs. More than 90% of American households recognize Energy Star, and more than 700 utilities, state and local governments, and nonprofits leverage Energy Star in their efficiency programs. All right, so are Energy Star products really better than the standard products? Are they different? So here's the thing. And in order to do this, yes, that first part I just pulled from the Energy Star website. It's plagiarized. However, trying to get the research, what makes one item better than another? What is the standard? So how much better does something have to do to become Energy Star?
Right.
I don't know.
Really?
There are some things, but it's pretty convoluted.
So it's been my understanding that if you improve the efficiency of that particular product by a certain percentage over the other lines within your company, that becomes Energy Star.
Well, it doesn't call it out like that, and it requires third-party testing from a qualified place. But refrigerators that are 15% more efficient than the minimum federal efficiency standard.
Okay.
Okay, so I did find on a website, ecfr.gov, CGI bin text, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty hard to figure out what the hell you got to do.
Yeah. I mean,
it's government. So then it's funny, too, because I'm on the EPA's website, and at one point it says the EPA wants to make this simple so that it's all here, so you only got to deal with us.
Uh-huh.
And then I forget the year. Let's see, it was about 1988. No, it was after that. Anyway, now the DOE is part of it, Department of Energy.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to deal with two big, giant government bureaucratic things to try and figure something out. And bottom line is your payback on this stuff is usually in the years, lots of years.
Right.
So it's a waste of money. It really is. So if you see a label, just ignore it.
The Energy Star it's always been my understanding that if you take a refrigerator and you compare it to the same kind, it was, like you just said, 15% more efficient, but that's only in the Frigidaires. It doesn't compare it to a Sub-Zero or one of the other types of refrigerators, or LG or something like that, which seems to me you would want to compare them across all lines, that there's a base.
Well, that's sort of what they do. So here, I tried, and I just wanted to stick with clothes dryers. I figured clothes dryers and refrigerators are the two biggest energy, killers.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So clothes dryers manufactured after January 1st, 1988 shall not be equipped with a constant burning pilot. There you go. Saved gas.
Sure.
2, clothes dryers manufactured after May 14th, 1994 and before January 1st, 2015 shall have an energy factor no less than, so your energy factor, pounds per kilowatt hour, 3.01. So that's for an electric standard 4.4 cubic feet or greater in capacity. Your energy factor is 3.01.
Okay.
It does not tell you how to come up with that. I think that's why you need the third-party tester.
Got it.
Clothes dryers manufactured on or after January 1st, 2015 shall have a combined energy factor of no less than 3.73. So this, again, is pounds per kilowatt hour. So if you have a dryer that has 4.4 cubic feet of capacity, you can now put, I'm going to just make this in simple terms, 3.73 pounds of clothing per kilowatt hour, where it used to be 3.01.
Okay.
So that's your improvement. And so if you can meet that, then you're now Energy Star.
Got it.
So the list for refrigerators was quite extensive because it was side by sides, freezers above, freezer below,
Sure.
water in a door. I mean, it's very specific, and they have these very strange formulas for coming up with it. So I think in their own weird way, it probably does save energy. It just seems like a lot of money spent to just come up with an arbitrary number, so to speak.
Well, and like you were alluding to earlier, it's the simplicity of it. How do you know? And for the average consumer, all they see is the Energy Star label. That they don't know what that really means. Okay, so I'm going to save energy, but to what extent?
Well,
and when I'm comparing,
how long do you think the average clothes dryer lasts? 10 years, 15 years,
at least, yeah.
I mean, aside from a plastic button popping off or something.
Sure.
So Energy Star certified dryers use about 20% less energy than conventional models without sacrificing features or performance. This adds up to a savings of $180 in energy costs over the lifetime of the dryer.
Yeah.
So if it goes 10 years, that's $18 a year you save. It's
or is it that much per year you save?
No, it's over the life of the machine. It's just like a slot machine. If it says it pays out 93%, it means over the life of the machine, not while you're sitting there.
Yeah, exactly.
You happen to hit a stingy point.
Right.
So washing machines use what they call the modified energy factor, and this is an equation that takes into account the amount of dryer energy it's going to take to remove the remaining moisture.
Oh, there's
some of this stuff is actually pretty
That
amazing
one's cool.
that somebody thought about it. So washing machine goes on a spin cycle. If it does not remove enough water from the clothing in spin cycle, it will lower its energy factor because they know it's going to take more energy from the dryer to dry it.
Excellent.
So they have a modified energy factor.
Cool. All right, we'll be back right after this with Mr. Floor.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.